Don't forget to delete one of the rooms and put me in this room that you just deleted.
Did you guys receive or no? Yeah? Yeah. So if you guys see something on your screen, just accept it. Yeah. I forgot to send the, you send the questions. Sorry. Yeah. So today we're gonna talk. Yeah. Just introduce yourselves first. I've already introduced myself in the beginning. So who wants to go first? Rogério, can you introduce yourself?
Okay, good afternoon, guys. I'm Rogério. I'm 41 years old. I live in Cosmópolis, São Paulo, and I'm married. I have 2 kids, and I have been studying English for 1 year and 2 months. And for me, guys, it's a pleasure to be here with you to practice English. And TNT has helped me a lot to improve my speaking skills.
Yeah. Who is next? Danielle, can you introduce yourself?
Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Daniele. I am 36 years old. I live in São José dos Campos, is near from São Paulo, and I started practicing English with the TNT group since in the beginning of the month. And I really enjoy this.
So, Fernando, introduce yourself first.
Good afternoon, guys. My name is Fernanda. I'm from Bahia, and I started enjoying the TNT since December. And I'm 27 years old, and I'm a teacher and lawyer.
So, Bia.
Hello guys, my name is Ana Beatriz. B is my nickname. I'm 20, I'm from Rio de Janeiro. I'm a chemistry student, I'm an artist, and I have a cat.
So, guys, today, yeah, let me just start with the questions here. Have you all guys have the questions or no?
Yeah.
It's in the chat. Okay. So, the first question, what is politics to you? What do you think, Fernanda?
And so this politics is the way that we can organize the society to share our rights and responsible, because we needed the pair, the society works. So we needed someone that represents us in the other place. So we can politics is the way to organize the society and try to share our rights and responsibilities.
Yeah, what do you think, Rogério?
Well, I agree with Fernanda. I agree. I totally agree. I think politics should be a way to organize society, organize nations, cities, and so on. For us, especially to run good things for all the people. And but unfortunately, when we talk about politics, we always think bad things about it. But I think my definition about politics is something like that: to organize our way to improve our lives.
Yeah, hey, Philip. Can you answer, Philip? We were in the first question. What is politics to you?
Oh, so politics for me is what we are doing here, basically. Like every time we have a dialogue, we have a conversation, we talk to someone. This is politics for me. It's all about politics. Like if you're living, if you're breathing, if you're whatever you're doing, drink water, sleeping, you're doing politics somehow.
Yeah, I totally agree. What do you think, Daniele?
As Fernanda and Rogério said, for me, it's a way to organize the society and to show to everybody what you have as a right or as a obligation and something like that.
So, just Bia needs to answer. What do you think, Bia?
I totally agree with Phil. I totally agree with the video that we saw. I think politics is pretty much everything.
Yeah, I think it's like a mix of what you guys said, because the video really said that politics is everything. It's just every way to express and like organize the society, like you guys said. It's just a mix. Second question: do you think people misunderstand the concepts of politics? What do you think, Fernanda?
Yeah, and sometimes because I think politics is the way to gather people, you know, and keep people together and share the rights, like I said, rights and responsibles. And sometimes people understand that politics is just for the part of the society, for specific groups. So it's the misunderstanding uh, about the concept of politics, because politics is for everybody, not just specific groups or specific persons, people actually.
So, what do you think, Rogério?
Yes, I think so. Because when we always heard about politics, we always think about bad things, you know. Because many people, especially here in Brazil, many people don't have access to information, you know. And even in our work, in our job, we can see people making politics, you know. For example, if you have a coworker doing something wrong, making mistake, and I ask it to my boss, this guy is making something wrong for us, you know. uh, or the boss said, I will talk to him, but after a one time, you know, more late. And I think, well, this guy is making politics because he doesn't want to talk to him because he are making politics, you know. He doesn't want to tell the truth, you know, to just to don't hurt your feelings, you know. And I think many people do this kind of thing, you know.
Yeah. What do you think, Philip?
Yeah, getting the example Jerry said, and it was a very good example. When we have usually we have bad examples about politics, right? Because we usually say, oh, this guy or this girl is doing politics, but in a bad way, right? And I think every time we do something that affects someone's life, So for example, what we are doing here on TNT, we are talking and we are learning something. The act of teaching and learning is politics by the very first definition. I was just checking Wikipedia, and they say it's a set of activities that are associated with making decisions in groups. So every time we make a decision for us, ourselves, for our family, at work, on TNT, because we are always doing something and making decisions, like deciding the topics. So, oh, sorry. Yeah, so forget it. I think, yeah, people misunderstand really the concept, but I think it's just a matter of understanding a little bit more and trying to be open for the idea of doing politics, you know. And
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the spoiler.
just spoiler. So, Daniele, I don't think you have answered. What do you think?
I think the people normally misunderstand the concept of politics because they only discuss about it during the elections, and then the rest of the year they don't care about. They don't worry if we are doing a good politics or not. So I think most part of the people don't understand the real meaning.
Yeah, so I think now it's just Bia to answer. What do you think?
I don't know if Fernanda answered, but okay, I can answer now. I totally agree with you. I think people misunderstood this concept. I think that every just like what Phil said, every time that we make a decision is about politics, but we don't realize it. For me, every time that we think about society, we actually not just society. Every time that I would say that almost every thought that we have is about politics. You know, politics for me is pretty much everything that just as I said. But I think that people don't get it. People think that politics is about party one and party two, party A and party B. So for me, it's not like this, and it's pretty much it's deeper than that.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. What do you did Fernanda answer or no?
Yes, I'm the first
Yes.
to answer.
Okay, so yeah. So I totally agree with you guys. I believe that people misunderstand everything because they associate politics with politicians, and they are just believe that all people that do politics, they are not correct, they are not great, and they are not doing the right thing because they associate with politicians. And yeah, that's why I believe, and they have a bad idea of politics just because of this image we have here in Brazil. So, the third question: how can politics be in our daily life? What do you think, Fernanda?
I think we are politics all day because we are always get in touch with other persons and other people, and you needed to respect others, understand the others' opinion. I think it's politics too. So when we go to work, go school, go college, university, we are politics too because we needed to face so many situations and try to, I don't know, face these problems with other people and with respect and things like that.
Yeah, what do you think, Rogério?
Well, I think that without we realize, we always are making politics. For example, in my case, I have two kids, and my daughter asked to me, "Daddy, please give me a gift. I want a gift, please." And my son my son asked me to, "Father, if you give for her a gift, I want to." And without I realize, I have to run the situation. I have to give a gift for my daughter and a good gift to my son as well. And without we realize, we always are making politics. And I think politics is making part of your lives.
Yeah, totally agree. What do you think, Danielle?
Yeah, I think this is our daily routine, but we don't realize, as Fernanda and Rogério said, when you make an agreement in your work, in our job, with our friends and family, in society in general, when you respect someone on the streets, something like that.
So what do you think, Philip?
Oh, I totally agree with everybody. I don't think I have much to add to this. That I enjoyed the story, Rogério, about your kids. I think that's I think that's the best way to teach politics to someone. So you tell, oh, I have two kids. One wants a gift, but the other doesn't deserve it. So what do I do? So this is a very good question for, like, let's teach politics to our kids. So this is how it happens in, like, the Congress House, the government, everywhere. And this is like when we talk about the Congress House. I'm not sure if that's the best way to say, because I know there are like a lot of words. So this political vocabulary, it's really important, like the Senate, the governor, so the house of the governments for local, for your city, for the state, and for the country. I don't remember exactly how to say it, but that's a good vocabulary to learn as well.
Yeah, I totally agree. Who else? Bia, what do you think?
I don't have much to add. It was awesome. Everything that you said, I agree. And by the way, uh, Phil said how to teach politics to my kids about Rogério, and he just remembered me about a series of books, and the name is something like this. I don't know if they have something about politics, and I don't know if they write in a way like Rogério's example. But I don't know. I just remembered about it, and I wanted to share.
So I totally agree with you guys. I believe that politics is in everything in our daily lives. When we converse, when we talk, when we discuss about other things, about solutions. Yeah, and yeah, that's it. So the fourth question, would you be able to be a politician? What do you think, Philip?
Mm, So I think then this is a requirement. Actually, it's the word that people really know about rights, know about law, because it's an important part of politics. And some of the politicians d- don't know don't know about law, what this law means, and how to manage the law through the society. So, in my opinion, I think the politicians needed to study and have a knowledge about law. Yeah, it's my guess.
So what do you think, Rogério?
Well, I don't think so because especially nowadays, we can follow all the politicians in on social media, and by the way, I follow some of the politicians, and I saw people complain of them, you are the worst politician you ever vote, people nowadays can follow the politician and sell the truth, and here in Brazil, with social media, Brazilian people are always said the truth for them, and even sometimes with bad words, and I think nowadays it's hard for them, our politicians, because we can't hide anymore of the population here in Brazil, right?
Yeah, that's the point. What do you think, Danielle?
I think I'm not able to be a politician because to be a politician, you should be honest. And the most part of them, for me, is not honest. And if you try to be honest, they can destroy you. They join in a big group with the politicians that is not honest, and they can destroy you. So for me, I think it's not a good idea.
Yeah. What do you think, Philip?
Yeah, I couldn't make it like as a politician, uh, just because of the system and how it works. So it's really hard, and you need to know. You need to go with the flow. You need to, there is this exchanges between parties, and I don't think this is healthy because then you have corruption alongside this, and I completely agree with Fernanda, Rogério, Dani.
So, yeah, Bia just went to another room. Yeah, I totally agree with you guys. I believe that I wouldn't be able, not just because there's a lot of pressure being a president or something like that, but also because the environment is really not healthy because there are a lot of people that are not, I don't know, they don't do the right things. And I would, I don't know, anyone there in this corruption would go with the flow, and it's really difficult. So the fifth question, I think, in the perfect world, how would the politicians be? Who could be a politician in the perfect world? What do you think, Fernanda?
I think, and I I answered these 5 questions and not the before. Uh, before. So, like I said, I think then people, in the perfect world to be a politician, they need to study so many things about law and public policy because the politician is for the society, no, not for the a person, the politician. So I can they we so they needed to study and practice the thing they study about law and public policy to manage a plan for the society.
Yeah, that's the point. Totally agree. What do you think, Rogério?
Well, it's hard to say something about it because we know it will never happen, unfortunately, But for me, a good politician would be a person who take care of us, uh, to do something good for a nation, for your city, your state, for example, or currently president, in the beginning of this pandemic, he didn't advise us to stay home, to wear mask, to protect ourselves, protect our family, and of course, I agree with him when he talk about our jobs, but we have to do is in the safety mode, and in my point of view, a good politician should be a person who take care of us, take care of your people, your city, your state, to improve your life, but here in Brazil, we know it will never happen, unfortunately, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna add, I think that's the main reason why they are there, to take care of ourselves and to do things for our benefits, for the whole country or the state or the city or whatever. But they are not doing, they are doing like lobby with companies, they are doing lobby with other parties, with other people. So they are not being like really a politician. They're being something else. I'm not gonna say the word, but they're being something else that's not really what they should have been doing as politicians.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. I totally agree. So, Philip, do you want to add something or just that?
Oh, just that. That's
Okay. So, Daniele, what do you think?
I agree with you guys. They should be honest. They should care about the population, the people, but they don't care. They only care with themselves, the money that they can get more and more. It's sad, but it's true.
Yeah, I totally agree with everyone. And I think, like Fernanda said, they should know more about what they are doing, everything. And I also agree that they are not being a true politician. They are more worried about themselves and what they can get from this job, but not what they can do for other people. And yeah, it's bad. So the sixth question: how can TNT and politics be related? That's a great question. What do you think, Fernanda?
So I think it's always related because here we share our knowledge and help other people to improve your English. Is the politics can be should be actually because help others to grow up and um, increase your abilities like TNT allow to do it for everybody. So for me it's totally related and TNT and politics and how politics can be should be.
Yeah. What do you think, Rogério?
Well, in my point of view, I think TNT has made a amazing job, in help students to improve for example, in my case, my speaking skills, and without asking anything from me, and I think it's amazing in my opinion. And our government, do things totally out the contrary, uh, for example, in my point of view, we need more projects like TNT here in Brazil, and our government or politicians should be help this kind of project, and but I think it's hard because they don't care about us. They don't care about people learn more, even in another area, and it will never happen, unfortunately, as I said before. But TNT has made a significant oh, sorry, a huge improvement for example, in my life, and but our political, our government has made nothing for us, unfortunately, nowadays, right?
Yeah, you just said everything. What do you think, Danielle?
I agree with Rogério. TNT is doing social politics that should be given us by the government. Like when you are in a public school, you have teach class, English class, but it's not good enough to prepare you for to keep a conversation, to do something, and then you need to go to get another helps, a private helps, because the government don't give us.
Yeah, what do you think, Philip?
Yeah, how can I start this? I believe what we are doing here on TNT, it's not about English, it's not about any languages, because when I hear from people talking about their environment and what they are up to, especially nowadays because of the pandemic situation, sometimes people say, "Oh, thank God I have a place to, practice my English." And the most important is that I can have something else to do rather than just being at home. So I can meet people even though I'm at home with my family. And so I think this work we are doing together, and like everyone is giving something to TNT and to the world in general, has an impact, a huge impact. So Fernanda, Rogério, Daniele, Luana, Pia, and others, you and myself, we are getting much more than English, much more than practicing the language. So it's the basic of what we should have from our politics. We should have a good health system, a good education. We should have good English and public schools in Brazil to open opportunities for people to work and to open their minds and to talk to other people, exchange ideas and learn other cultures. So I believe this is the relation between TNT and politics.
I totally agree. Like you said everything, and I believe that the politics as its beginning concept, like we saw in the video, we do it a lot here of like sharing ideas, sharing thoughts every time, and I think it's really all about politics all the time. It's not about only about languages, but also about sharing our ideas, sharing our knowledge, talking with other people, meeting new people, and I believe that's it. So the seventh question, is it possible to live without politics? What do you think, Danielle?
No, I think it's not possible because you need politics for everything in our daily routine. As we talked in the beginning of the conversation, to know how to respect someone, to know how to be respected, to receive some benefits, to give some benefits, you need to know You need the politics.
Yeah. What do you think, Rogério?
Yes, I agree. I agree with Daniele. We need politics because we need to follow laws, and even if sometimes we have some laws, stranger laws, years laws, but I think we need politics, because can you imagine we live in some place like, for example, a place like the certain move, The Walking Dead, with no law, and yes, I think we need politics,
Yeah, totally agree. So B is back. We are in the 7th question. So if you want to answer, is it possible to live without politics for you?
Oh, that's the same question of the other room. I don't think so. Maybe if you live alone in a forest, in a jungle, maybe you can live without politics. But I think when we are part of society, that's not possible. When if we have just one person around us, we can live without it. But if we live alone in the jungle, okay, you're living by yourself. There is no society there. So yeah, that's what I think.
Yeah, I totally agree. It's almost impossible, I believe. What do you think, Philip?
I'm gonna add something to what Bia has just said. Not even if you live in a jungle alone, because if you have animals around yourself, you need to have some protocols and you need to have some agreements, because then you could get killed somehow, or you're gonna try to kill someone, like to eat, to feed yourself. So every time you have agreements and disagreements, we have, politics. So like if you are in a relationship, that's that's politics for real. So you need to have you need to deal with some situations with people. So yeah, it's pretty possible. Pretty possible.
So, Fernanda, what do you think?
And like Philip said, it's impossible live without politics because we always get in touch with others. So we needed to we need to have protocols and patterns, because we needed to respect the other space. Okay, here I just can, I don't know, like you. I'm living here in my house, but I can't enter in other house without permission. Always this thing is politics. It's politics. So we can, okay, excuse me, to enter another room in my house. It's politics too. In the biggest space or the small space, we always needed to this to this thing. It's politics.
So, I guess everyone is back. So, what you guys thought about this topic? Did you like it? Anyone wants to share anything? Who wants to start? Anyone?
Yeah, I think it was again awesome because we had again the opportunity to discuss about politics and also to understand everyone's political standpoint. And I think that's the best way to start thinking more, about politics, how we as an individual can contribute to our democracy.
Yeah, like, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I want you guys to answer the 11th question. What do you used to think about politics before this meeting and now? Did you change your idea? What do you guys think? Anyone want to share anything? Or
Yeah, I want to share. Before this week, before this week, I hated the topic. I'm still uncomfortable talking about this, but now I know how to talk. I know that I need to talk. I want to talk about politics. No, because I don't even have what just. But now I know a lot of interesting things related with this topic. I am grateful about this week.
I liked it what Anna said about being comfortable talking about politics. I think we only change things when we are not comfortable doing the thing we have to face and get out of our boxes to change the things and to dialogue and I don't know, maintain democracy, this kind of stuff. And I really liked the topic. My room was amazing, and that's it.
yeah, thank you for sharing that. And yeah, I'm also this type of person. I didn't like this topic. I just created a block in my head that this topic wasn't nice. But this week was really great to discuss about it. And yeah, so I'll just send you guys the link of our YouTube and Instagram and Telegram groups here on the chat if you guys want to follow us. Wait a minute. And what else? Oh, I'll ask you guys to answer the feedback that people will send you. We will send you on your email. Sometimes it could go to the spam box, so take a look in that. And yeah, just answer the feedback to tell what you guys thought about this conversation. What do you have, if you have any suggestions for other topics and anything like that. And yeah, thank you guys for coming today and joining our conversation. And yeah, anyone wants to share anything? Bia wants to say something or
I do. The feedback, probably you can see Luana's name, so put my name there, okay? Bia Coimbra. And actually, I want to share with you a video. I won't share my screen, but I'll put in the chat. It's a video that Leo's showed me. Leo, the host, he showed me. Let me just put here. Actually, he showed us in his meeting yesterday, and it was such an awesome video to explain what is democracy. So if you want to explain that to someone, or if you want to learn about it, just watch this video because it's awesome. Okay? Just something that I wanted to add. And talking about politics, I was in Phil's meeting this week. And when we were talking, I remembered a movie that I like is Captain Fantastic, and it's an awesome video that I would like to recommend you. I recommend it in the worldwide Telegram group. So it's an awesome video to talk about politics, to talk about education. It's awesome. So that's it. That's what I wanted to share. Anyone wants to share something?
Just want to say it was a good conversation. Really good.
Yes, I also want to say that it was a pleasure to talk about politics with the other guys in the room, and I think that the theme of the conversation was easier to me to talk about than the others. I don't know why, but I think that the questions were more more concrete and not so abstract to talk about. So I think that it was very interesting.
And I love it so much, my group, and Gabriele and the Wesley and Rafael's opinion is very important. I like it.
I like the conversation too, guys. And I would to recommend the book A Revolução dos Bichos. It's a good book to understand how politics works.
That's it, guys. Put all your recommendations in the Worldwide group in the Telegram, okay? Because I will see all of them and try to watch, try to read. Please.
Okay. Bye-bye, guys. My baby's crying now. Bye-bye. See you.
No problem. See you. Guys, it's always a pleasure. So
Bye-bye.
see you next week. Thank you, Luana, for hosting this meeting.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you,